Alright, so you got the same problem as me. You're desperately searching the web, trying to find a good tutorial on how to connect to your MySQL database using a simple Java program. Well, I'm gonna show you how to do that. Pretty much just as much as 28 rows of code. You don't need more than that to insert some basic values into your database. So first thing first, you need to download the Java database connectivity driver for MySQL, and to do that you go to dev.mysql.com/download/connector/j. Then and it's platform independent, so you download preferred archive and you extract the jar file, the MySQL driver jar file, to any folder. So, and then you go to your project, you go to properties, and you go to libraries. And here you need to add a jar/folder. Then you go to the folder where you save your MySQL connector, and then you press open. I've already done that, so here it is for me. So now, whenever I'm trying to compile this project, the driver will follow. It will come with the jar file. So press OK. We have a class called test.java. And pretty basic. We use a try-catch statement. Exception. You can use whatever exception you want, SQL exception, or whatever. And then we're gonna try, and this is, well, you only need pretty much 2 rows of code to connect to a MySQL database. You don't need more than that. I'm gonna show you. You first use a connection. Name it con equals, then use driver manager.get connection. And then we input our URL to, we're going to use jdbc, our driver, and because we use a MySQL database, we use a MySQL driver. And then we're going to input the URL. In my case it's localhost. You can use example.com if you like. If you don't have it locally, you can input a domain name. Right now we're going to use localhost / now we input our database. In this case we use test database. Username and password. Yeah. So we have just, alright, now you need to import this. Remember, don't use MySQL JDBC connection, use Java SQL connection. I don't know what's the difference between these two, but use Java SQL connection. This is not happy. Why are you not happy? Yeah. Import driver manager. Please start. What? Oh yeah, I haven't created a method. It's gonna create a main method. Copy and paste. Right there. So I have a connection named con drive manager. Now we need to create a statement. I don't know why, but NetBeans will cry if I don't cast it as a statement. It's already a statement. So something is where. So We just created a statement called stmt, we casted it as a statement, and then we used the con object to use the create statement method. We need to import it, JavaScript statement, and this is pretty much all you need to communicate and connect. You connect to your database using this, and you communicate with your database using this. So, just to show, I'm going to use a string name, example Lucas, and a integer called home equals full. And this is because I have in my MySQL database user test password right show databases use test show tables. Right, I have a test table in my test database. I'm going to explain test table, and there I have a name column and we have a phone column. The name use characters and the phone use integers. And this is pretty much very basic phone book. I have select everything from test table. I have already inputted something. We can use Gregor. Alright, so we're gonna create a string containing our, you don't need to do this, but I'm doing it so it will be easier to you to see and understand what I'm doing. So I use it to contain our SQL code. So insert into test table values whoops, what the I don't care. Yeah. Values name name plus this, that, this plus home. Alright, this is our SQL code. This is crying. Why is this crying? Oh yeah, I always forget. So our SQL currently looks a bit like this. Insert into test table values, and this is Gregor. This is the 3540. This is how this will look when I send this into my database. As for clarification, this gets the name Gregor and puts it in there. This gets the phone, the basic you already know that. So now we execute it using this statement execute update. And you use the execute update when you want to insert, update, or delete data from a database. So execute update. No. I use insert. Right. And this is pretty much everything you need to connect. Now we get a connection using test and password. Create a statement, communicate with two basic values, one string and one integer. We create a string insert using with the following SQL. Then we send it to our database using statement.execute. execute update. So if we run this, we got a build successful, and we're just gonna select everything from the test table. Then we will get, there we have it. So now we have Gregor 35431. So this is everything you need to connect and to communicate with your database. Alright. Yeah. I might create another tutorial. I don't know. You might be lucky, I might just don't. Maybe I just don't. I'm sorry if you have a hard time trying to understand what I'm been trying to say. My English isn't that good, but I consider it good enough. So you leave a comment on what you thought was good or bad with this tutorial, and give me some criticism. I don't care if it's bad criticism or good criticism, as long as it's criticism and I know what to do and what not to do the next time I might create a tutorial. So thank you for watching, and have a good evening, morning, or whatever. Bye.